So in the last video, I showed that I knew how to connect this thingy to this thingy. So yeah, somebody showed me in 5 minutes for absolutely free how to set that up after many people wanted to tell me to do so, but not spend the time to show me. Rather to, in many cases, talk down to me like I was a dog or an idiot because I needed help. When you need help, you don't want help. You need help. People don't want to ask for help, especially when you're treated fucking shittily for asking. So, I'm going to show you one screenshot. This is from a woman named Whitney, who is Andrew Wolnez's daughter, who is going to try to help me to put a stop to it because he wasn't just going after homeless people, he was going after his own family. There's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot more messages with her. Now, a couple of days ago, might have been yesterday, um, I got a situation where, many of the witnesses with Andrew Wolnez are sick of not being heard. And like most people who offer to help me, rather than listening to understand, they'll interrupt me in a part. Let's just press play. I'll see y'all in a bit. Well, uh, does my bestest. So a few minutes in, I get to talk to somebody who's another victim of Wolnez, and I'm sorry, it's mostly walking. It takes a really long time to go through these videos and find all the little bits and pieces, and really, I need help with that. I have been going through these and trying not to have a mental breakdown from having to relive this stuff. And every time somebody says that they're going to help me and they're going to look at the evidence, and I have to go through all of this crap to send it to them, having to relive it for them to downplay it and eventually admit that they never bothered to look at it. I can't trust you to look at it. I can't trust anybody to actually look at it. I can't trust people to keep their word. I can't trust people to not lie to me. It was because of lies from before Natalie was killed and after by people who claimed that they were my friends, claimed to love me, who were very, very aware of the situation from a first hand experience in those obviously devastating experiences I was enduring. being separated from my loved ones for something I didn't do. God, that's nobody should have to go through that. Nobody. And to this day, I'm separated from that. People knew exactly what lies to say to try to prevent me from getting heard. They knew if they could convince people I was mentally ill, they could do whatever the fuck they wanted to me. If they could fuck with me until I had a mental breakdown or try to convince me to do something that's illegal, this is fucking horrible. Oh, it's not illegal. Yeah, right, officer. If it's not illegal, then why'd I get arrested? Obviously, you lied to me about these things not being illegal. It's just not illegal for you to do it to me. Thank you. Oh, still having to record everywhere I go because Wonez won't stop fucking with me still.
What happened?
Well, yesterday, like, his family isn't allowed to fuck with me either. That's in the protection order. It's written in it.
Okay, yeah.
So she was getting a hold of me, gaslighting me, and calling me schizophrenic on my fucking YouTube channel last night. I guess her name is it Sandra? At least the person was claiming Sandra Wolnez.
Huh?
Sandra Wolnez, I think. No? So it's somebody trolling and pretending to be his mom?
Because him and that's I think this might be his ex-wife's last. Oh my god. He's using my ex-girlfriend's first name, Cassandra, and then putting his last name.
Yeah, they've done this before. It's not just him. There's a lot of them. They have these tactics, and they'll share their fucking stalker tactics with the other people they're using to stalk me. It's fucking stupid.
I need something for I'm fucking lost a tooth somehow, or a chunk of a tooth, and then somehow my fucking tongue was hurting really bad. I don't know why.
Well, go with this way with me. I'll fucking pour Chase you something to drink. It's somewhere that I can actually do so. Just let me put my goddamn telephone in my pocket. I the recording device. Run my fucking mouth and try to pretend like the F word is fucking popular still.
How long I put that down? I thought we were trying to work things out, but I've been breaking her down, dude. I'm like, so I'm not lying. And she sort of came out with more food and shit. So then I said, it doesn't act right. So what do you want to come out of it? I said, but if not, I'm moving on Saturday. Fuck you. So I'm mad. I'm like, well, I can know.
And here you are, not in Montana. I said, and here you are, not in Montana. So I got a question for you. That day that Wolnez was fucking screaming at me and you thought he was screaming at you?
The other night?
Oh, he was screaming at you again?
The other night, like fucking like so?
I didn't realize he was doing that. He's been doing that with me too, but people pretend that I'm making it up.
No, he's a fucking loser. He fucking sits there and has his face all fucking half.
Yeah, I've seen that mask. But the problem is the mask doesn't work when you recognize his voice and his fight. But also I have recordings of him without the mask. The thing is that I need someone to go in with me and literally turn it in with me, more than one person at a time. Like I keep on going to these folks who are also his victims
And they're like, the cops won't listen to me, or yeah, I'll go in with you, and then they never come up with a time or a day to go in with me. How about it's too early for the liquor store to be open? Yeah. They have the cheapest drinks. I think 10. Nope. I quit drinking over 25 years ago. And I still go to the liquor store. Yeah, that's what? 300 milligrams. Jesus Christ. Hold on. And I'm just getting loose. I'm not eating it. 40 something on me right now. I'm letting you go. It's up to you. On the bright side, I always steered clear of drugs. Oh, man, this is fucking messed. When I was a kid, I grew up on fucking medications they give you in the system. Pretty much every kid's on fucking Ritalin. Well, a lot of it also is when a kid is fucking molested or fucking raped or beaten, it makes sure they're told to stop being a pussy or stop making shit up. And then they end up suicidal and in a fucking nuthack. And then after they've been in a nuthack, they're called mentally ill. And after that, nobody cares if somebody beats on you or fucking rapes you. You're mentally ill. You must be making it up. You must be a drug addict. Now then, of course, there's the you chose it. Because there you are. You've got your spouse who is beating on you every single day, and you are dependent upon that spouse to pay their part of the bills. Yeah. Or you're going to end up homeless. So then, you decide to stay there so you don't end up homeless. Yeah. And you're told you chose this. You chose to stay there. But then, when he beats you for the last time and spends, what, or she spends, what, 30 days in jail at most, and the bills don't get paid, and you out homeless anyway, and then people are like, you chose to be homeless. Feel that here, right? All right. So I want to drag it out of that. Pretty much do the trick one. Like, why are you putting something out like this? I'm like, so that you tell you to fuck off. Still never find out the middle. You talking? You get whatever you want. Breakfast sandwich. It's right. So much fun. Breakfast sandwich. Did you make it this morning? Yeah, I went to business. Or the nothing. Now that he's shorter than me, I like to talk down to him like he's a child. It's a good little chipmunk. Just don't go after my nuts. So she pretty much admitted that she broke up with me because I'm in the wheelchair. She didn't think that I was trying to change. I'm like, you are a fucking shit. You're dumb. Hey, you know what? It ain't her fault that your weird goose is now loose as a goose. And then, you know, how she still stays at over my mom's and she tells me that she's moving. I'm like, you're not there. I'm like, you literally totally fucked up the job itself. I'm like, it's on you, not me. You know, basically, just telling her how it is. That's close enough. You Penny. All right. Excuse me, Mr. Outline Nubian. Is that correct? We're all African by ancestry. You just happen to be bleached like me. I never took mine. He says, sir. What I'm worried about is that a lot of people have let me know about Wolnez. Dozens of people have seen it, and nobody has helped me to turn it in.
I honestly, dude, I'm waiting. I mean, I'm not sure half the dudes on the other. What a fucking baseball bat.
Well,
Bring his neck out a little bit.
that's the thing. You're not the only person who makes those recommendations. Which way are you going?
This way. I was gonna say,
Pretty much everybody is saying they're going to go beat his ass, and then
$7.69 from the drive-through liquor store, or from the drive-through fucking tobacco store. You do realize they're only $7.69.
I do, but I can't make it down.
He wanted a pack of cigarettes. So I walked down with him to get a pack of cigarettes. There was something he just said that I figured I had to say something about. There's further on in this video because I am getting ready to leave and I'm going to let you guys listen to the video pretty much uninterrupted for the rest of it. But I'm going to give you a spoiler, and the rest of it, you're going to get to hear at least 3 more people talking about their situations and their situations with people that I have my situations with. So they're dealing with the same exact people. You're going to get to hear them also, at least one of the other people in there threatening to harm Wolnez and threatening to harm others. But he's also a witness to the situations and can verify many of them are true.
Every day. However, today I'm feeling like a trooper because you're here to keep me safe. Is that agreeable?
Yep.
Are you pushing all the way there?
Oh, you haven't heard, huh? So, like the first week I was out here, I hopped up off the leg and I Superman punched the guy, and my buddy caught me. This is embarrassing. Back to my chair. Now, he's like, what, little guy? What? He's like,
You want to make fun of me. But not for the reason.
Oh no, my buddy was like, oh, hi little guy, are you okay? Like, shut up, put me back in my chair.
Although I am going to tell you that, and as much as I don't want to admit it, I am crucified. So I'm going to stop right up here, and I'm going to give you a cigarette so that I can have one, so that I can sit down. Holy shit.
Chairs a waste of fucking time to me.
I know, and I'm trying to turn them in too. They do the same thing, but nobody turns it in with me.
Every time you fill out an intake form,
They get money.
they get money. You admit you're a drug addict, that's like an extra $2,000 in their pocket.
Oh, here's the problem. I'm not a drug addict.
They were gonna, they told me, oh, we're gonna access your funds for you to go to a hotel so you can go. It's been 2 months. Where's my hotel word? Sorry. It's been 2 months. Where is my hotel?
Here's where my ass is. Uno momento, por favor, and you can eat that fucking happy time breakfast yours too if you want. No peer pressure.
So people made me really feel like I'm guilty. Like she just lied the whole fucking time. It's like, bitch, you saw an opportunity, you took it. And now you're in my fucking house.
There you go.
You fucking don't care.
I'm sick of having to record every moment in public, and then I end up recording all the stuff that is everybody's personal business. And then when I have to post shit on the internet, I either have to figure out how to fucking edit that shit out because it's really nobody's business and not anything involving my case. But then there's the part where a lot of it does. A lot of people's personal lives, it's not that they don't want to help. It's that they're literally fucking overwhelmed with psycho goddamn nut jobs. But the problem is that I've got at least
12 victims of Andrew Wolnez, yourself included and myself included, at least 8 of them victimized specifically in connection with not wanting to fuck with me when he was wanting to threaten them into doing so, telling them that they had to do this, that it's their duty to fucking run me out of town and shit like that. I got to hear all sorts of stuff that he was fucking saying. But the problem is, people, when they wanted to come up and tell me these stories, I wasn't prepared because I wasn't recording because I wasn't expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on, I had to try to get them to talk about that fucking story again. Hey, what happened there? Oh, I don't remember now. Okay, well then fucking that's useless. You don't remember what Andrew Wolnez told you when you literally came up to me and said, hey man, he was gonna fucking start a fight with me because he came up to me with that fucking you're a chimo bullshit. And I was like, no, dude, you don't fucking do that shit. You don't go fucking accusing shit like that. And no, we're not going to go fucking getting our asses put in prison because you're being fucking stupid. And by the way, we don't have any drugs. Like most of his drug buddies have come up to me and given me a lot of information I don't fucking want. I asked them not to. I have literally dozens, so don't worry about you being threatening towards him and saying taking a baseball bat to his head on multiple recordings, because the fact is that I've got literally dozens of recordings of people saying exactly those things. It's not just you. But the thing is, if people would stop talking about doing these horrible things to him that they never actually get around to and work together to turn his ass in, then we could put a stop to it. Like, even his own daughter was contacting me, getting a hold of me. I have the text messages from her. Her name's Whitney. Yeah.
How old is she?
She was 20 when she was messaging me 2 years ago.
What was his name?
Well, she sent me some messages that were sent by her dad and also informed me that he was calling her mom and threatening her and fucking cursing at her when he found out that she was talking to me.
Dude.
I'll use your lighter.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have my recording device out, but you know I'm recording all the time anyway.
Yeah, he's fucking, like, when he was trying to yell at me, a bunch of the other homeless, like, we all kind of stood up and said, what? Why don't you come over here and come closer? And there were like 8 of us at this point. He fucking rode off.
Was that one of the situations over me, or was that just him fucking with you?
No, dude, what kicked us all off was him again. Was the fact he found out about being Cassandra. I'm sorry, but fuck you, dude.
You're fucking disabled too. Also, he likes fucking with people that he knows are schizophrenic because nobody's gonna fucking believe him, like Valerie.
Now, one of the funniest things I've seen him do, though, okay, was fucking with somebody like that. Okay, remember the porta potty?
Fucking drug. I remember the porta potty.
The office is what a lot of the dealers used to ask.
Yeah, I went in there and cleaned up the fucking needles and the fucking foilies every fucking morning. Yeah.
So,
and put new toilet paper in there every day.
Dora goes in there, right? And Andy fucking runs at this bitch full force, like the porta potty itself, and throws himself up. Bam! He slams himself back down on the ground. I'm laughing at him. All of a sudden, Dora come out like a fucking rage monster, chased his ass, and kept up with him for 3 blocks, bro. Up that hill, fucking, it was great, dude.
Yeah.
But Dora almost caught his ass, man. Dora would have caught him. She would have beaten up.
Well, I'm not sure if you notice a pattern of who it is that he is specifically targeting. It is very specifically disabled people. People are really mean to Dora. A lot of people are mean to Dora. I'm going to pause this because not only do we have recordings with Dora, a lot of my witnesses have spoken about Dora, about how they befriended Dora, about some of them how they decided to be friends with Dora after they busted her breaking into their car. Kind of scary. So yes, Dora. If you guys listen to them talk about Dora or Edora, it's the same lady.
Don't tell her, but I got rid of my fucking golden new shit. One bag and $5. Hey, anything going on in the house? Anything going on in the house? Oh, yeah. You know what she done? I said, you know what? You broke up with me for having a fucking wheelchair. And you know, oh, you were not happy. Why'd you just do that if it was that bad? Well, I told you, figure it out. Take it. You want to go. No, you thought.
Like I said, I go to people for help, and it becomes a thing where it's basically they want somebody to listen to their story. Every single conversation with Sean is, I've never heard nice things about Cassandra. Never. She's never been mean to me. I've only seen her maybe twice since I found out it was his girlfriend. She doesn't give me any sort of issues. But he's stuck on that. And primarily because of his, well, you know what? I'm not going to speculate. He'll share through it his addictions and a lot of other things. And he already, I believe by this point, has told me about the drugs that he's got to try to sell.
All right. So that's $38. You don't see him fucking messing with my video.
And
I try to avoid all of it.
And
I said someone's a chomo.
but he looked me in the eye and told me what happened. And it's the exact opposite of what happened from corporate work. And it wasn't hers, wasn't nothing. He looked me right in the eye and fucking just let it all out. And I said, bro, I believe you. I don't think you touched the fucking kid. I think so.
All the folks who told me these things, when they came up, they were all excited, or I guess annoyed is the word, and they told me every detail. But then after they told me every detail, while I wasn't recording, when I was recording, it was basically like they downplayed all of it. Like, yeah, it's no big thing. It happens here every day. That doesn't make it okay.
Fucking, I know the cops are watching you. Okay, those like laughing. When somebody came up to my house recently and wanted to start some shit 2-on-1, I had a bat in my hand. I didn't see Loffman and company fucking watching from the fucking 3 blocks down. They because I made them leave, and I was like, you know what, fuck this bat. Both you come out right now. And I had the broken hip at the time, and I was still standing on it, ready to go for the feet of the chest.
About how tough they are.
And 30 seconds after they leave, there's a knock at the door. Of course, Lockman. I'm like, what's up, dude? He's all, come here. He's like, what was that? I'm like, they wanted some. I invited them to come get some. They wanted to fucking, he's like, yeah, I seen it. He's like, you got balls. I'm like, yeah, I know. He's like, fucking start doing that, handling this shit. Fucking.
Here's one of the dumbasses I've been trying to turn in since 2022. And then when fucking Walnez pulls his shit, I got to turn it in literally to police officers that I'm trying to turn in, that know I'm trying to turn them in. Are they going to do their jobs? Probably not.
Often works the night shift during the day.
I don't care what shift he works on. It's not safe for me to go to him. It's not safe for them to send Lothman to investigate anything because he's not going to investigate it. See, the saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, as soon as I turn in somebody who's abusing me to police officers who have abused me, what's to stop them from working together with that person, as obviously, events have shown they have been? They'll ignore all of the assaults. They'll ignore the actual videos. They'll refuse to look at it. They'll send me broken links and refuse to show me how to use them.
That's why you send that to DA. You get an email address of one of the fucking DAs, just start sending them more videos.
Another issue is I'm having to depend primarily on either tweakers or schizophrenics for help. Primarily, that's who his victims are. Well, I guess he abandoned his own family and threatens them frequently, then plays victim after the fact, same as he does with me. But the thing is, he's getting away with it because people are helping him. They are, instead of looking this shit up, they are believing him, believing that I'm a rapist and a murderer and a child molester.
And all the evidence already came out that you're not.
Yeah, but they're not looking at that, and nobody is spreading that to them or showing that to them. Instead, they're saying, "Oh, dude, I don't want to get involved," or, you know, one of the issues also is that people want to complain to me about what Wolnez is doing to them, and I'm like, "Well, I'll help you to turn it in. Will you turn it in with me?" Like, I don't want to hear any complaints out of people who aren't trying to fix it. But the thing is, the people's idea of fixing it is ideas that they never get around to, and also don't fix anything.
I talked to that guy. This guy.
All right, I just wanted to make sure I didn't leave my phone back there. You mean Chris Stafford?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, people telling me that he's a loser or he's a little cocksucker or he's a fucking weenie and all this other stuff they're saying doesn't detract from the fact that he did what he did, and I have to be afraid every day because of that. I'm disabled. I can't get away. I'm not going to talk tough because I know better.
Okay, so here's the thing. You have undocumented paperwork that, you know, people arrested, right?
I've got it documented on paperwork. I've also got the recordings of you. I've got the recordings of Valerie. I've got the recordings of him actually going by and doing those things. I've got all the recordings, just nobody to turn it in with me.
Pop me on the email to the DA.
Huh?
So basically, you email the DA.
No, what I need to do, I've already done all this stuff that people keep giving me advice to do. But the reality is, what it's going to take is somebody to look at the evidence, hear my side, and turn it in with me. Not focus on any of the other future steps, but the first steps are to look at the evidence and hear my story. And that's what people can't get past. Well, you can't get a lawyer unless you have a friend or family member. The first step is to go to a friend or family member and have them turn it in with you right away. And it's assumed that a friend or family member knows what the fuck is going on. But if they don't know what the fuck is going on, they're just going to sit there like a bump on a log. The cops here know that people just really don't give a shit. All right, so I didn't mean to lie when I said I was leaving. I just decided that I needed to make sure that I knew it was in this video, same as you guys, just to make sure, just in case, because of the traffic going by, which you guys can hear, and all of those other sounds that you guys can hear now that it's amplified. Well, lo and behold, it's still driving me nuts. But I'm getting stuff organized and trying to move the stuff that's not too clanky and producing too much noise. So they can just sit there like a bump on a log and pretend all the shit that you guys all already verified is a delusion. Cool.
I know we're down there. Trust me, you pick up everything we get back. Yeah, yeah.
So, since Mawson's place is down there, I'm going to cross here. There's a lot of folks that don't seem to understand that me recording a conversation with them is not the same as them looking at evidence and turning it in, or turning in the situations that happen with them either. A lot of people said they'd talk to the cops and tell the cops what was going on and to give their name to the cops, and I did. And then I went back to them. I was like, cops talk to you? No. I'll see you in about 2 minutes. Push, you honky bastard!
And they never honk.
Huh? Listen, that is an orange. Ew. It's not as cute as you might think it is. It's a salamander, though. You can get salmonella from salamanders. I wonder if one of them's related to the other in the naming district.
Probably.
Kind of like bookworm. I don't know.
All my clothes got stolen.
Commonplace out here.
I've been wearing the fucking same shit for like 2 weeks.
That's because you're homeless. You chose this. Did I say that right? Or do I need to say it with more hate and disdain?
Sarcasm.
I mean, get a job, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Use your wheelchair.
No, it's still mad when I got a hot mix.
Never cared much for looks, always cared for nights.
Oh, that Liz bitch. Don't listen to her. She's dumb. Yeah. She fucking would try to fucking steal from her own mom if she could. You know what I mean?
That's one of the things about her messing with me is that she messed with me until she wanted something. Then she stopped messing with me. Liz,
She did what?
she was messing with me until she needed help, and then she stopped messing with me. When I first met her, she was going to help me, but
She fucking, all she does is fucking talk shit and work out, try to work out orders these days.
I noticed. Sure.
Red.
All right.
Yeah.
100?
Yeah.
No.
100.
All right.
So could I get 2 packs of Crown 100 Red? The one thing I've been trying to do is when I do my running around, I try to run into somebody like you who knows what the hell's going on, or at least to some degree. The thing is, about half of the people that he's doing this to are schizophrenic.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the other half of us can't do the right thing and turn in the fact that we know he's doing it to the schizophrenic.
I should probably have it handled by the end of the week.
I just don't like the way y'all handle it.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I'm not going to say you're a fan, but I enjoy it. It's a good relief for me every now and then. I'm tired of people fucking people. Like, now, like,
The thing is, everybody salutes him as violent. The thing that works is to turn him in together. One thing that nobody tries is turning it in together.
is that a restraining order on?
I have a permanent protection order against him.
So,
If he harasses any of y'all for fucking helping me or associating with me, if he fucks with my friends whatsoever,
that's still third party contact.
that's exactly. And he's been doing that repeatedly. And instead of people, when they come up to me and tell me these things, instead of helping me turn in the fact that he violated the protection order through them and at them, and that includes you, that includes Seth, that includes fucking Lincoln Seeker. Well, maybe not the dog, but none of us deserve that. And I know that with almost all those people, he's also already got personal issues with them. But that doesn't make it okay. Just because he has personal issues with you guys, whether it started before or after my situation, the fact is that he fucked with you guys about my situation and continues to fuck with you. It's not like he's going to tell you on what occasion he's fucking with you over his ex, what occasion he's fucking with you because you won't fucking come after me for him. It's not like he tells me these things. Well, to some degree he does.
So you still talk to his ex-wife or what? You still talk to her?
I never talked to his ex-wife.
Oh.
I never knew his ex-wife.
Oh.
The one I knew is his daughter.
Ah. Yeah.
Huh?
If he's harassing her, like his ex,
well, I tried to address it. Nobody would help me to turn it in. They made me turn it in by myself, and I got treated like I was schizophrenic and delusional. That's what all of the evidence is me trying to turn in abuse, me being blown off by the people who say they'll help me, and of course, abuse itself. Like I'm sick and tired of being a. Oh, sorry, man. Keisha?
Yeah. Why? How'd you know that?
Because I'm horrible with fucking names. I can't believe I remembered that.
Yeah, how did you remember that? I don't know you. How do I know you?
I met you over at Tony's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. We spoke about Washington State and that fucking shithole.
Yeah, yeah. Tony's a weirdo, though. And his friend got naked in front of me. That was fucking weird, too. Like, that's not cool. I don't know why he did that, but like, that's not good. Don't do that. He's a douchebag. But anyways, yes.
I'm sorry about that. I live in the backyard in a tent.
I know. I heard. I know. I heard.
Like, people hurt me a lot.
Why do you live back there in a tent?
Because it's safer than living under a bridge here. He can tell you part about it. I get assaulted by people because they want to pretend. Because I told on people who assaulted me.
I slept behind the dumpster here, and I got assaulted in my home, so I get it. Because like they actually came to my home, tackled me on the floor, jumped on top of me. Like there were two 200-pound men. These are like people that killed my mom in a jail. So like I get it. And they're awful. Why do you stay fucked up?
I wanted to be able to. I can't do it right now, but the places that you talked about, the stuff that you said sounds absolutely fucking crazy. However, I know people, and I know it's not crazy. So that thing about personal experience. If you have a phone number or an email address, I will contact you so that you can get a hold of me.
Okay, I have an email address. I can give it to you.
Yes.
I have a phone number right now. My debit card's locked for some reason.
John, do you have a pen? Shit.
People are like not fucking bank around here. Like, do you know if there's a bank around here?
A bank?
A bank, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. What? There's U.S. Bank right on this street here.
Yeah.
And it's about 3 or 4 blocks up.
Not U.S. Bank, there's a phone that way.
Yep.
Where's Safeway?
Right over here.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
4th Street. Yes, ma'am. Would you like an escort?
No, sure. I got lost everywhere. I really do. I live and
at least it's not Port Orchard, then I wouldn't be allowed to like you.
Every time I swear a lot, I told my woman this
What sucks is that people just ignore it and not help turn it in. If you're on the streets, you're not a person anymore.
Yeah.
It's illegal to do this shit to women, but once you're on the streets, you're not a woman, you're a hobo.
When I was even on the streets, I had a home, and I was just doing it because, you know, like, stupid idiot. But it wasn't because I was like a bad person. I was totally not well with that.
Is that who I thought it was? Right there. The silver one.
I don't know if you have a phone so I can get my date. Everybody, the guy doesn't even his fucking phone. What the fuck's going on? Everyone's just
the phone that worked, I had to keep on and keep recording on. I had another phone that I could let her use, but I needed to get to the library to get service. When we got to the library, she had to go to the bathroom. I went and started talking to Mike, and I was planning on giving that lady the information so she could get a hold of me. And unfortunately, I ran into Mike. A bunch of other stuff happened. I did later on run into her again, and she told me a little bit about what had happened after she got done going to the bathroom. I figured as long as she'd been in there, it was going to take her a while anyway. But, you know, it's a situation where I was already dealing with something when I ran into her. Also, it's a situation where it's really, really, really hard to be around her because she talks 100 miles an hour all the time.
I haven't even made one. It's like 30,000 fucking people left. only street that makes it smart. Really, he's yeah, he should go on average. No, I heard on my no, remind me of that,
Also,
right?
not sure if you can tell, but I intentionally make myself unattractive because I don't want anybody thinking I'm interested in anybody. So I said, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I intentionally make myself unattractive. I don't want people getting funny ideas about me having funky interests just because I'm being nice to them. It's weird that people do that.
Yeah, it is. Men do that with me a lot. Like, I had a guy. I was
You say hello and they treat you like you're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, no, I didn't even say hello to him. He was everybody and I was like, bored. I want to talk to him. Like, going on. I'm talking about him. And he's like, trying to hit me. Hit on me. I'm like, no. And he's like, I'll buy you anything you want. I'll do a house. I'll do a car. I have experience. I don't need your help. I see, already own that shit. Thank you. But no, I'm not your hooker. And I don't know what the fuck is going on. That was weird. He's like Russian or something. I've never had people like proposition me. Oh, sorry. I've been proposition now. Shit. They'll get a fucking slam. I know what you think. Proposition with sex. It's not like those are
Well, I was going to say,
the rest of
we're almost there.
the top of the left, sorry.
It's about 2 blocks further that way.
Oh,
and then
God, it
right.
really was going wrong. That was nice. Yes.
That's okay. On the bright side, I got a big mouth. Hey, could you do me a big favor if I beg you nicely to catch my cigarette?
Yeah. Do you have a phone I can use?
Um,
Come on, I know you do. Let me just.
if we can get to the library, I promise I can make it functional.
Okay.
And the library is at a corner from the Safeway.
Yeah, people will make me like, do stuff for them, and I'll just use my phone and fuck up my head, or stuff like that. They'll try to convince me like, you don't know you on. Or like, you get house. The people are like driving past me, fields working on the fucking side of a truck, and then that's not like someone like trying to make me believe I was shifting. Yeah, right. That's the best part of it for all these.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, could you open them for me? I have nerve damage.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's difficult.
Oh, you do? My grandma had that on her feet, neuropathy. She couldn't like really walk. Yeah.
The bottom of my feet are fucking
Yeah.
I'm alright.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm not that good. Oh, so lucky. That's right.
That only fentanyl for things.
I never messed with that stuff.
Like one hit, all of a sudden
I've never tried cocaine, never tried heroin, never tried fentanyl.
I drank
Not into it.
cocaine.
I've smoked a shit ton of pot.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna pretend I do, and I ain't gonna pretend I don't.
I still smoke pot for
All these
anxiety.
different services ain't gonna help you unless you have some sort of quote unquote drug addiction. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you have pot on that list? That's amazing. Okay, I will smoke pot so I can get your fucking help. But I still think it's stupid.
you know that you go home to sleep. So top, you go to sleep.
That's unfortunate because they have to have a lowered intelligence to get order to get the job anyway.
Well, if lower you can record one, obviously, I think might allow the banks to do different things.
So one of the things about the abuse that I go through is when I try to tell people, if somebody who's seen at least part of it is there, they can vouch for the fact I'm telling the truth. But if they're not there to do so, I get looked at like I'm nuttier than school turds.
What's your favorite state?
What?
What's your favorite state?
The 12th?
Survey pass.
I don't know. I never paid attention because I never been Irish
Oh, Kentucky feels
or Catholic.
Kentucky feels good.
I don't know. Usually I figured that out about the time the teachers started putting up decorations and giving us cards. My milkshake dreams on the boys to the yard. Their life is better than yours. Their life is better than yours. I keep you, but I have to I really hope nobody was seeing us do that, because that might have looked a little bit like the Wizard of Oz. Because you popped up and I popped up and he attempted a wheelie.
I would like to brainwash that means.
Well, I didn't actually see him try to pop a wheelie, but I didn't want to make him feel left out.
Programmed us to do that right then in that moment. I think that somebody does that sometimes. I'm not obedient, so anyway. So they get mad at me. I piss off the Chinese food. I piss off the Koreans, but I think they forgave me. Because it's this Asian Kevin guy. I didn't call him Asian. He's Korean, and he's from South Korea, not North Korea. So I find like, I don't blackmail anybody. The only thing is they let people steal from me. I thought they were going to catch them, but they didn't catch them. Like, I literally thought I was like being some test subject. Like they were going to catch these people. Like I was helping them. And then like, no, they just okay. I guess I'm stupid. Freaking Zomber getting me. They like hackers. They can catch anything. Crazy. You know, technology. Are you paralyzed or is it just you have an
No, I'm trying to get out of this wheelchair. I broke my hip on November 15th.
Oh God.
And then exactly a month to the day.
Oh God.
So after that happened, I got kicked out of my own house because of my hip, and expired with the man who was taking the picture.
I have such
There is. That's why I was coming here.
I was gonna stop at one of those places. There was a plug-in anywhere that they were using.
Yeah, they have plugins here too. I actually came here to. Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cigarettes.
Sir. I'm gonna write down my phone number for that lady real quick. This one, a piece of scratch paper. I'm jealous. She's faster than you.
I know. Sorry, I didn't make faces at you when I walked by. I didn't see you walk by. I have like 5 times. Oh, sorry. Usually you're here. I know. I can't make it. So I just talked to John for you. Yeah. Good. Yeah. You're never getting around with stuff. Yeah, no. He's like, I just wanted to know. Yeah. One more thing on the list. All right. See you later, August. Bye.
I am not sure how long she's going to be in the bathroom. It's not my business.
I gotta pee.
I'll forgive you for that. I'm about to leave you anyway.
All right, hold on.
So here's my information so you can get a hold of me. Try to get a hold of me today, or at least send me a message today. The word at the bottom, I wrote that for her, and I was going to write one for you, but you're in a hurry, and I'm in a hurry, so I'll see you in a bit. I got to go talk to Mike.
Oh, Big Mike?
Yeah, he's right there. Thanks. Just a friendly reminder that I'm recording as always. So I'm assuming you haven't been able to get a phone working yet?
No, I got my SIM card to track phone, but I've never put it in yet.
So what do you need? You need an actual phone?
Track phone, just a cheap track phone. Do my SIM card will go right into it.
All right. Well, I got to be. That's Mike. He's another one of the people that has been threatened by Wolnez. We do speak about that. He also doesn't have very nice things to say about Sean. Now, one of the things is in that video that you guys have been listening to, because I use this and I boosted the volume all the way up, you can hear a lot of things that you can't hear when I just play it regularly, or even when you guys play it regularly. For example, there's one video where I was speaking about the Wolnez situation. It's in the shorts category. And in it, at one point, I heard a baby crying, and I had somebody tell me that they didn't hear a baby crying, and if you turn up the volume, you can hear the baby crying. Same as I'm doing now. A lot of times I'm in traffic, and it's nice to have these filters that filter out the surrounding noise, but also when that surrounding noise shows why it is that I'm raising my voice, like you've gotten to hear throughout this, I'm raising my voice because of traffic. I'm not raising my voice to yell at the people literally right next to me. I'm raising my voice because of traffic. And in most of these occasions where people wanted to get all butthurt like I was yelling at them, no, that's not my intention. Now, there are also absolutely occasions where I 100% yelled at people. But there's a difference between the two. Oh, come on now. Getting back to cleaning. To be able to turn this stuff in, and it doesn't matter how much you offer to help, this, that, and the other. If I can't fucking reach you, you can't help.
Yeah.
So if I buy you a phone, I want you to understand it's not a bribe. It's empowering you with the ability to keep your word. It's not me trying to pay you off or ask you to lie. Do not ever lie for me. That is not okay. And I know we've already gone over that, and you already understand that. So I'm apprehensive because so many people have done fucked up shit. And even though it's not your fault, I'm sure you understand that with the number of people fucking with me, lying to me, saying they'll turn it in, saying they'll help me, they'll fucking, I'm not. If I'm willing to pay somebody for something, I'm only willing to pay them to do something that is legal.
Yeah.
If I have to do something illegal, it's at a moment's notice out of a situation of desperation. Yeah. I don't need people to go whoop somebody's ass after the fact. I need help turning the some bitch in. Anyway, Wolnez, his mom got a hold of me last night, which is, what do they call that? Third party transmission. Yeah. Just like when he's harassing you, just like when he's harassing Sean over there. Well, I guess he got on the bus there. The same as when he's harassing Valerie. And yes, everybody knows that Valerie is completely out there, but at least half of the people that he has threatened over me are schizophrenic. They can't defend themselves against any of that. Nobody's going to fucking listen to them. And that's the problem I'm having, is that even though I have literal evidence of it, you've gotten to see the evidence about the shit with Stormy, and that's not even the worst stuff.
Good shit.
Meanwhile, she was so fucked up that she was telling me that she needed to eat. So I offered to buy her some food. She said, I don't eat what normal people eat. I eat rocks. And I'm like, and this is the woman that Mossam was trying to, he claims he was cleaning up the drugs. And I go in there and I literally see her fucking hitting one of those things. And he's just close. And thank you for not freaking out on me when I did that. I know you understand that I don't hardly ever get in anybody's space because it bugs the shit out of me.
Yeah, I had a fucking black kid down here. He works his way up the tracks by where I'm at. One of my buddy goes, okay, wait at your place with my brother. He goes up there, he puts himself a half gallon of vodka. And I get back up there, he's drunk off his ass. I go, you never asked me this shit.
You never have a lighter, do you?
I will.
You don't smoke cigarettes, do you?
No, I chew. I'm out of chew a month.
Well, I'll offer you a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, smart
Nicotine.
Man. Well, what are you doing right now?
Looking for drugs.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if I got anything weed or something. I feel like I can say that. That's like a hate cold.
I was going to say, if you want, as long as you'll... See, Mike knows that I record. He knows that I record live. He knows that every time I go out that I do, and that the only time that he's not being recorded when he's talking to me is if I accidentally touch my telephone to something in my pocket and it turns off. So it's not like these people aren't aware that they're being recorded. It's not that they're not aware that I intend on posting it public. It's not that they're not aware that this is because of the ongoing abuse. They're absolutely aware. They're also being honest with me about their drug use. They're also being honest with me that they are going to get drugs, or in this case, he changed it to weed. But, however you choose to view weed, whether you view it as a severe drug like heroin, or whether you view it as a pain reliever like Advil or Tylenol, or whether you view it as a antipsychotic or as that lady said, an anxiety suppressant. I mean, people use pop for a lot of different reasons. Me, I would probably still be all for me smoking it if it weren't for the fact that it doesn't help. Like, literally, the only reason that I'm dealing with that whole situation, as you've gotten to hear from 3 people in this video already, is that they don't want to help anybody who's not on drugs. And you've gotten to hear those people state very clearly that it's because they make more money if you're a drug addict. All of these government subsidies these individual states are receiving from the federal government to help out drug addicts, they're trying to figure out how to line their own pockets with it. It's not working. Not to help us anyway. It's only working to line their pockets. And you get to hear this stuff about these pedophiles and rapists who are doing these things. I'm not talking about in the government here. I'm not talking about Donald Trump here. I'm talking about on the local level here in Tillamook, on the local level in Chapel, Nebraska, on the local level in Hood River, on the local level in Warrenton, Oregon, on the local level in Astoria, Oregon. I've recorded in all of these places. Let's unlock this so we can play it again, because Mike is really important. He has seen so much evidence, so much, and
You'll go with me there. I can go get. It won't be like the super ultra cheapest one that they have because those are flip phones and they fucking suck.
Yeah,
And I'm not going to buy you one of those because you can't help me if you can't scroll through the goddamn video. So it'll probably be like a $54 one that has all of the bells and whistles for a year, and it's got your SIM shit put in it. I got cards in my fucking tent, so I mean I can put cards on it. You said it's track phone, and I do have track phone cards.
Mine's got a government track, the SIM card.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can buy one of those phones and just make it work.
And just pick a card in and shoot right.
All right.
Going there, make a call with the week or whatever. So I had 2 phones, but then both charging ports fucked up.
Yeah, people keep assaulting me and fucking destroying phones. Some of the people that assaulted me over Andrew Wolnez, or broke my shit, rather, one of them was Lisa Parker.
No, I don't have to worry about her no more.
I know it still sucks, but there's a lot of evidence on there, including underage victims telling me they wanted help turning in fucking rapists, including a guy named David Sinuez who likes to fuck people up the ass.
David, I love him.
Well, he's in prison now.
Good spot for him. Bubba loves him.
Yeah, the thing is, I keep getting treated like I'm schizophrenic when I try to turn this shit in. The victims don't seem to understand if you don't turn it in with me, nothing happens. They also don't seem to comprehend that I don't want to talk to underage kids. So if you're up here talking to me, people are going to assume all sorts of fucked up shit. I literally can't defend myself against the physical assaults that come from people assuming that fucked up shit. Because while you're telling me about somebody who fucking raped you, the people who see you talking to me are going to assume that I'm grooming you and trying to fuck you.
Yeah. The way this town is. Right
You
now.
also can't say that to them because then, like, well, you know.
Yep. Gets into town. I just told her, I go, I don't care who you talk to, I don't you do it. I don't give a fuck. I just don't need to be hurt. One of these guys hurt you, let me know.
Well, here's what sucks. Not just the people that, instead of helping me to turn it in, they just want to threaten over and over and over again. That makes me afraid to even talk.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't get that.
So I found out that one guy put hands on her. Or supposedly put hands on her. So I cornered him. And I go, consider understanding. You go take care of the little girl. I don't care if you break up with her or whatever. Make her happy. Because if not, she's gonna blow your name all out of this shit. And once you come back, you're a fucking pedophile, I'm gonna burn your house down.
And that's the thing, is that these people are accusing me of being a pedophile to somebody who, first of all, I ran her off
before she was 18. She was an adult before we became friends. And by her own words, we never dated, never fought.
Yep.
So where's this bullshit coming from?
It's bullshit. So I'm calling him. I was like, so he didn't take my advice. I go deal with her.
Well, Andrew Wolnez's mom is now harassing me, and that's a third-party violation. And there are at least a dozen violations in the last 2 weeks. I've only got at least 4 or 5 of them recorded, but I try to do, because, all right, so if I don't record it, cops pretend it didn't happen. If I do record it, I'm told that it's my fault it happened because I recorded it. So what I have to do is have a third party there and present to verify that it is in fact and indeed Andrew Wolnez, but I have to do so without pointing the camera at him.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they going to tell me now that I'm following those instructions? When I go in to turn it in, I'm going to be told, well, we can't do anything because you didn't actually record him. Well, you told me I couldn't. You told me he was assaulting me because I was recording. Well, he was just trying to fucking assault me before I started recording. The first time I started recording, it wasn't just the mean shit he was saying. It's that he was fucking getting confrontational and pulling his goddamn fist back. Yes, I pulled my phone out. I can't run away from him. You look at almost all of the videos of me being assaulted throughout the years. When are they assaulting me? When I'm walking away, they're hitting me in the back of the head.
Oh shit.
And reaching around to try to grab my phone and wrestle my phone away from me and break my phone and hitting me and hitting my phone and then hitting me.
Oh, that's like fucking Pakistani. He's not in town no more, but he's got some clout or something because the cops do, yeah. And fucking hot guns.
Oh, Stafford?
Fucking
Awesome?
yeah.
Yeah.
Guns up.
His family's not from Pakistan, they're from Egypt.
And
also, he is a Zoroastrian, which he doesn't actually practice it, but he claims that as his religion, which it's also from Egypt. So,
and the cops know it. He knows. I told him. Like, he's got 2 hot guns. One's on his premises all the time.
dude, I literally have a recording over in my tent right now, and you can hear him clicking his gun. Like, it's not like I didn't say anything. I tried to tell this because he was threatening to use them on people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what are people expecting me to do at this point? Plus, he's literally, he offered to help me. And then he's got me shanghaied into staying there 24/7 to be security, to make sure people don't steal his shit. And he tells me what people specifically not to let in. Don't let anybody with a key. Don't let in Sammy. He'll steal everything. And then he calls me up fucking drunk as a skunk because Sammy's been beating on the door for an hour. He's like, "Look, why didn't you let him in? You literally told me, do not let Sammy in. He will steal all your fucking tools."
Yeah.
Then when he was fucking pissed off that he didn't get laid, he threw a goddamn ball hitch at my head, barely missed me. And meanwhile, I talk till I'm blue in the face. People aren't understanding that the cops are abusive as fuck when I try to turn it in. So I need somebody who's at least seen some of the evidence, which I can show it to anybody who's willing to look. Mm-hmm. You've already gotten to see some of it.
Yeah, and they ain't doing nothing with it.
The other thing is, he's not supposed to harass or threaten any of my friends or any of the people who are helping me to put a stop to this. That includes you. Mm-hmm. Like when you told me he threatened you, that's a violation of the protection order. It's illegal for him to do that. And all these people who are like, "Oh, well, he fucking was threatening me over you." And then I'm like, "Well, I'm not recording. Next time when I see you, I'll have my recording device." And then the next time I see him, they don't really want to talk about it. They want to downplay it like it's no big thing. Like, dude, don't tell me that he's threatening to fucking harm you, especially with the situation of like, I wasn't exactly quiet about who it was that offered to help me because I can't afford to be. It's not like I'm trying to throw you personally under the bus. It's that you offered to help and you said, "I'm not afraid of being recorded. I'm not afraid of being put on the internet. I'm not hiding anything."
Like Bridget over here, if I wanted to flatten her tires.
Yeah, her too.
Yeah.
Let me guess. He's taking a nail and inserting it 90 degrees in the sidewall. Mm-hmm. And her name is Bridget.
Little red rigs. And harassing her daily.
Yeah. Could you give her my info?
I can get your number.
Like you can still give her my number, right?
Oh, yeah.
Could you let her know what's going on with me and with the other stuff? Because like if he's doing that,
Yeah.
because I know you want to protect these people, and I know that going in alone doesn't work. You're having the same experience as I am.
This sounds a joke.
Also, your hairdo fucking sucks.
Yeah.
All right, so
You gotta go do something.
I know you were going to do something, so I was going to say if you want to have a specific time where you can meet up with me, and we can go down and get you a phone, or I'll go down there by myself and buy a phone and bring it back.
Yeah, and I'll be. I got supposed to be signing the house down here today, but I got to talk to him. Wait out there on it. I'm waiting for Karen if I can get. I gotta take a shit, go to Karen because gotta go to the apartment. Up to him.
They keep abusing me for trying to turn in abuse that you've seen. They keep trying to pretend that I'm delusional for videos that you've seen. So the thing is, you being able to, unlike these other folks who offer to help but never look, you actually did look.
Yeah.
The thing is, you didn't turn it in with me because they fucking arrested me right after that. And then once I got out of jail, they sent me to the hospital trying to pretend I was schizophrenic over that shit. And then when they let me out, I got assaulted when I got out and was fucking harassed the day that I got out and fucking on multiple occasions. And then I had to go back to the hospital because I got hit in the fucking head with something. Yeah. And then they arrested me and put me in jail for 15 months over Mossum. And like, I sent you the recordings of him threatening to kill me even.
They don't look at they don't even look at the shit. Mossum got stopped for something because.
And that's the thing about going in with people, because like not only was he threatening me with guns, but everybody knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that everybody knows about it and you're still getting away with it?
This is on payroll.
It's because none of these people are going in together. We can force action by.
No, going force action is to go over the fucking city and sheriff's head to go to the state.
Yeah, but somebody has to. All right, so with me, when I turn in abuse, somebody has to look at the evidence of the abuse and turn it in with me. When they try to talk over me and sell a false narrative, they need to know enough to know that it's a false narrative and speak up then and there, and instead of fucking being a bitch about it, saying, hey, I saw the evidence. I saw the video.
Is this the third cop that passed this video?
I think it's the fourth. Might be the third. I've been paying attention, but just like other people, they tend to not fuck with me when I'm around others.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, since I'm trying to turn them in, they're doing what's called feeling the waters. They're seeing if I can actually get help turning them in because I do have evidence. And if I can't get help turning it in, then they'll send another fucking pedo after me and fucking pounce.
Fucking Walnez.
The thing is, Walnez doesn't like the fact that I called him a pedophile back. But I had multiple people, the day that he fucking met me and assaulted me, he went into the library and got on his fucking YouTube and started messaging me. That's how I found out his name. Right after. You notice he said fucking pedo when he said Walnez. He's one of many people that told me that Andrew Walnez was a pedophile. A lot of people told me Andrew Walnez was a pedophile. The thing that's pissing me off is they keep calling him a pedophile, but not producing a victim. Don't call somebody a pedophile if they're not. And don't tell me that somebody's a pedophile if they're not. Now I'm getting a thing here that says there's an error. I'm going to continue playing this. Now, of course, when David and Jennifer told me that he was a pedophile, I gave him equal treatment. He wanted to pretend that just because he heard a rumor that I was a pedophile, that made it okay to assault me. Well, I've never tried to assault him just because I heard a rumor from multiple people that he's a fucking pedophile. Right after he did that, I saw David and Jennifer, and I told them who it was that had just assaulted me. And they told me he was a punk and a bitch and told me he was a pussy ass loser and a bunch of other stuff. But they also offered to beat his ass for me.
Mhm.
And when I said no, they both told me they lost respect for me because I wouldn't let them beat his ass. And since then, I've recorded them at least 3 dozen times offering to beat his ass for me.
Yeah, but yeah, them two, them dudes are all talking.
Like you, Sean, them, fucking the 2 ladies over at the apartments there, uh, Seth, David, Jennifer, like everybody's solution is to whoop his ass. Everybody. But I'm saying I'm against that, and I tell all these people I'm against that. But if they're willing to turn it in together, that's what needs to be done.
Oh yeah, it does. Well, you're getting way out of hand.
Anyway, I don't want to hold you up anymore. You have been extremely patient for somebody who's not acting like a drug addict. But you know, with some of the stuff that you say, I like to pretend.
Who the hell? Yeah, we do care.
When I get that phone, when I see you next, I'll let you know, and you can walk with me, and we'll go pick it up. Sound good?
Good.
All right.
Or pick it up and we'll run across each other somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Going to dinner tonight over here somewhere tonight. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of people, like Caitlin Thomas is a witness. She actually wrote a written report for me, but the thing is, the cops wouldn't take it. They say things like, well, how do we know you didn't write that? And then she
didn't
actually,
handle it directly. Because she didn't do it by herself.
yeah, well, the thing is, when it comes to this stuff, she hands it in by herself without me. That puts me at risk. And it's also a situation where it has to be recorded because they can lie out their asses, and if they're not recorded and they're not used to being recorded, so they fucking, do that shit every day. With me, they fucked up because they assumed that just like every other homeless person that I wasn't going to record it. Well, I did. Anytime somebody turns it in, they need to turn it in with me, not for me. Doing it alone puts you at risk. Kind of like somebody's less likely to rape you in the fucking living room at the party than they are when you're passed out in the bedroom by yourself. All right. I think I forced you to walk enough of a distance that I should be safe getting back. I just literally went out to find people like you and Sean and Valerie and
Bald Sean?
the one in the wheelchair.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's useless. He's a fucking rat.
I know. He told me.
I'm going to take his wheelchair today.
Oh, please don't.
You don't need it. It's all fake.
Well, that don't make it okay to take it.
Sorry, people's lives.
As long as he's not doing that shit that Bolnez and Mossum are doing. Once you start getting violent and taking advantage of disabled people, it's a different story.
You don't get violent, but you take advantage.
Yeah, every time I see him, he wants to talk about Cassandra.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing he's got lost in his head.
If they don't get along and haven't gotten along in the entire time that I've known him,
because she's smarter than he is. He's just
well,
never had a job in his life. Everything comes out of his mouth alive.
one of the things it's difficult is those are the kind of people I'm having to depend on. Those happen to be many of the witnesses. Mossum picked his fucking victims carefully. He has a history, and if you're willing to look at it, I do have his arrest record. I can show you. He has a history of abuse against very specifically disabled adults.
Oh, I know all that.
So the thing is that I'm not the only person that he did that to, or vulnerable adults. People who are homeless or broke, like when he takes advantage of you for to do all that work and he never pays you. What, how many people are at the crack house? Yeah, good luck.
Fucking people. Don't fucking get it.
I like most of them, don't get me wrong, but I also, I stay away from it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. All right, hopefully I'll remember that this is the specific video. I'm going to pull out a flashcard and write the time and date and which phone it's on. There's, I want to say, 2 or possibly 3 people that threaten Wolnez in this.
And then it started over. That's the end of the video. Like I said, you know, I talk about these situations. It takes 10 seconds to say that something happened, but it takes 4 hours to get the video set up and put on YouTube, and then it takes an additional, well, if it's a 2-hour video, it takes an additional 2 hours for me to listen to the video just in case there was a crap ton of quality issues preventing people from understanding most of what's being said. There's more than one ingestion. It says error. More than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion. So somebody else is streaming too. Like I said, I'm doing what I can. I'm working with what I've got. Also, it's a lot of people have these ideas of things that are a shit ton of work, and they're not understanding that they're 10 steps ahead. In order to stop the abuse, the first thing we need to do is get somebody to acknowledge that it's happening and then turn it in with me. Not for me, but with me. And we need to follow the instructions for turning in stuff for a disabled person or with a disabled person. We also have to follow the instructions by the attorney to do so safely. But also, the attorneys, their number one thing as far as the safety goes is to go in with a friend or family member. So I'm going to end this video, and although I should just leave it up and not post another one after this, the fact is that the evidence that I don't have somebody to look at in person, I gotta post it publicly on YouTube because I have to say it. I have to show that I am still making the effort to get heard and to show the truth. Also, it's probably a good idea if I pop this boil on my backside off screen. Now, going through and finding that video the day that it happened, right after it happened, and posting it up is a lot easier than having to do so a week later or even a day later, because I don't know specifically which video it is, and I have to basically guess by the length of time. And then sometimes, you know, I might have to listen to 2 or 3 minutes at the beginning of it to find out exactly which video it was. Anyway, it's good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught.